She reached for the ironing board, but it was not there. Alex asked,
"Why?"
And his mother replied,
"Alex, Sarah Boone, a black woman, invented the ironing board."
Dude, what are you doing? What does it look like I'm doing? Trying to get the wrinkles out of my pants. Mama washed, dried, folded, and put them on my bed. But when I went in my room, I found them curled up in a ball inside my bed. How come you could have just put those pair of pants down and picked another pair of pants to wear? These are my favorite pair of pants. But why have to wear them today? These are my favorite pair of pants, and I'm going to wear them. Oh, I know who you're trying to impress. What are you talking about? Here's going to be at the dance today. Shut up. No. Now, one day people are going to have to recognize color in America.
After the emergence of the iron, many had less predicaments regarding the look and feel of their clothes and what they wear. But using the early models of the iron still pose a new problem. When the iron, where to iron the clothes? The question seems to be voiced by a lot of people before a black woman who invented the ironing board came to help the people have an easier time to iron clothes. The known creator of the iron board. During the 19th century, a former slave named Sarah Boone gained a worthy achievement that brought this inventor not only glorious fame and success, but also hostile detractors who didn't believe in Boone's invention that much. Nevertheless, the invention of the iron board was patented, and Boone was said to be among the first African Americans who garnered a patent for a particular use of invention. Its patent was done in the 26th of April in 1892.
Yes, Madam C.J. Walker invented hair care products for black people.
Honey, are you ready to go? We have reservations for 7.
I just can't do anything with my hair. Cindy at the pharmacy recommended a hair product. She said it works on hers, but it just obviously doesn't work on mine.
Well, I have no idea why you listen to Cindy. She's white, we're blonde here. You're black, we're brown here.
Now don't you go there, Harold. I wish there was a hair product for African Americans so I don't have to waste so much money on luster cream.
I do too, because your hair looks a mess. How cares our reservation for 7? It's time that they recognize color in America.
Walker, 1867 to 1919, invented hair lotion for black women. Sarah Breedlove, who later became known as Madam C.J. Walker, was born into a former slave family to parents Owen and Minerva Breedlove. Madam Walker was an entrepreneur who had built her empire developing hair products for black women. She claimed to have built her company on an actual dream, where a large black man appeared to her and gave her a formula for curing baldness. When confronted with the idea that she was trying to conform black women's hair to that of whites, she stressed that her products were simply an attempt to help black women take proper care of their hair and promote its growth. She was the first African-American woman millionaire.
And struggled with her hair. He watched an LSU versus Alabama game, but didn't see any of his favorite players.
Mom, I don't see Derek Henry playing. Is he hurt?
No, Alex. Black players were not allowed to play for SEC schools after 1970, when USC beat an all-white Alabama football team.
Alex was beginning to understand, especially when he changed the channel to a Kentucky basketball game and didn't see any black players.
We're not having much luck today, Mom.
What do you mean that wasn't a foul? Are you blind, Ralph?
I can't believe they're not calling any fouls. The ref now boys all over the court.
I know, right? This is quite ridiculous.
He just knocked Bobby down in the court.
white boys on the floor before this gets ugly.
No, it's that they recognize color in America.
The 1965-1966 Texas Western Miners Ball Basketball Team. The 1965-1966 Texas Western Miners Basketball Team represented Texas Western College, now known as the University of Texas at El Paso, and was coached by the Hall of Fame Don Haskins. The team made history by winning the 1966 NCAA Men's Division I basketball tournament in 1966. Becoming the first team in all-black starting lineup to win an NCAA basketball national championship, a feat that was not considered likely by many. The Miners defeated Kentucky, the team that was all-white until 1969, 72-65 in the historic championship game, played at Cofield House in College Park, Maryland on March 19, 1966. The team was inducted into the Neil Smith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2007 and inspired the book and film Glory Road.
Coach, we're gonna be bad out there. Yeah, Coach, we're just outmatched by USC.
Yeah, Coach, we played Florida, Ole Miss, LSU, never get this outmatched.
Man, I don't know what to do.
Come on, guys, we are bigger, we are stronger, and we are faster. Everyone will remember the day when USC played an all-white Alabama team, and they will recognize color in America.
On September 12, 1970, USC opened the season visiting the University of Alabama under the coach Bear Bryant and became the first fully integrated team to play in the state of Alabama. The game scheduled by Bryant resulted in a 42-21 win for the Trojans. More importantly, all 6 touchdowns scored by USC members were by African American players. 2 by USC running back Sam Bam Cunningham against an all-white Crimson Tide team. The game has been for the racial generation of football at Alabama and the South. At this point, Alex yelled,
Mom, we're not having much lunch today.
Time to take a trip to the grocery store.
Alex hated going to the store with his mom and decided to bring a magazine to read for entertainment. He went to the coffee table but could not find any of the family's Jet or Ebony magazines.
Mom, where did the Ebony and Jet magazines with Cam Newton on the cover go?
Sorry, Alex. Ebony and Jet was made by John N. Johnson, a black man. Therefore, no Ebony Jet magazines.
Alex sat outside, realizing he was going to be bored the entire trip.
What are you reading?
Ebony magazine, it's made by African Americans.
Oh, I usually read Life. It doesn't really relate to me.
That's why you should read it. It's made by us for us.
Time for you to recognize color in America, child.
John Harold Johnson founded the Johnson Publishing Company in 1942, an international media and cosmetics company that includes Ebony and Jet magazines, Fashion Fair Cosmetics, and Ebony Fashion Fair. Johnson was the first black person to appear on the Forbes 400 rich list and had a fortune estimated at close to $600 million. Johnson served on the board of directors of Divis Inc., and he has served on the boards of First Commercial Bank, Little Rock Dial Corporation, Zenith Radio Corporation, and Chrysler Corporation.
They're proud to their SUV and drove off. Alice noticed how his mom was braking much more than usual and the amount of heavy traffic on the streets.
What is going on, Mom?
Son, Garrett A. Morgan, a black man, invented stoplights, so no one knows when to stop or go at an intersection.
Oh my gosh, watch out for that car! Ah!
What's going on? I really need to get to the bank before it closes.
There's another accident. Something's happened now. Yeah, this is the third time it happened this week in the same intersection.
Oh, I see. So what now?
This time we recognize color in America.
Garrett Morgan, invented gas mask and a type of traffic light. Garrett Morgan was an inventor and businessman from Cleveland who invented a device called the Morgan Safety Hood and Smoke Protector in 1914. On July 25, 1916, Garrett Morgan made national news for using his gas mask to rescue 32 men trapped during an explosion in an underground tunnel 250 feet beneath Lake Erie. Morgan and a team of volunteers built a new gas mask and went to the rescue. After the rescue, Morgan's company received requests from fire departments around the country who wished to purchase the new gas mask. The Morgan gas mask was later refined for use by U.S. Army during World War I. In 1914, Garrett Morgan was awarded a patent for a safety hood and smoke protector. After witnessing a collision between an automobile and a horse-drawn carriage, Garrett Morgan took his turn at inventing a traffic signal. Other inventors had experimented with, marketed, and even patented traffic signals. However, Garrett Morgan was one of the first to apply for and acquire a U.S. patent for an inexpensive to produce traffic signal.
Alex and his family arrived at the grocery store. Outside the store was a performing arts school for children recruiting new students.
This would be great for Alexis to sign up for.
Sorry, Alexis. Black people were not allowed to be actors, actresses, or dancers until such famous names for Africans like Misty Copeland and Hattie McDaniel to pave the way.
Wait, you're listening to? Yeah, sure. I don't hear anything. Here, let me try. I didn't hear anything either. I'm listening to Kendrick Lamar. I don't know why y'all are saying anything.
Whatever. He's trash anyway.
He's not trash. He's great.
He just doesn't want to be Tupac.
Not that that's a bad thing, but there's other artists that came before him that paved the way.
It's not like they can dance like Chris Brown.
And Michael Jackson, and before him, James Brown, and pioneers like Alvin Ailey. It's time for y'all to recognize color in America.
Collegiate apparel.
Mom, I want to go to UT.
Sorry, baby. You can't go to UT. You can't even go to college at all. Without black people establishing black college universities, historically black college universities, you can't attend school.
This is getting ridiculous. Let's just go.
HBCUs also mean that
Dove Williams or Melvin Brooks will not be the first two black African Americans to win the Super Bowl.
I'm going to be a quarterback in the NFL one day.
No, you're not. You don't allow black quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yes, they do. Did you see Doug Williams in the Super Bowl last night?
No.
And before him, Marilyn Briscoe. Man, one day you got to recognize color in America.
On September 29, 1968, the Denver Broncos sent rookie Marilyn Briscoe into action at quarterback with just under 10 minutes to play in the home opener against the Boston Patriots. The 14th round draft pick, nicknamed the Magician, wasted little time completing his first pro pass when he immediately hooked up on a 22-yarder to Eric Crabtree. The following drive, Briscoe directed the Denver offense on an 80-yard drive, capped by his brilliant 12-yard touchdown. Briscoe made history that day, becoming the first African American to play quarterback in the American Football League. He furthered his legacy one week later when he started at quarterback against the Cincinnati Bengals. By taking over the reins for the Broncos, Briscoe became the first African American starting quarterback in modern pro football history.
I'm so excited to graduate.
What schools did you apply to?
LSU and Texas State. What about you?
I applied to Southern University, Jackson State, Spelman, and Howard. I already got my acceptance letter to Southern University. I think that's where I'm going.
You didn't apply to any good schools.
What? What do you mean by good schools?
Yeah, they produce thousands of African Americans every year that go on to become very successful citizens.
They're all in the Nobel Peace Prize winners, Brooklyn Berry, World Network, Pulitzer Prize winners, and much more.
Oh, I didn't know about the HBCUs.
Yeah, you're about to miss out on unspeakable, unimaginable honor for every broker that attended an HBCU.
It's time to recognize color in America.
This your boy D-Lo, Bob King. And I'm about to deal with something new for y'all. You know, everybody dance, they do their thing, but this that bet you can't do it like me, Tommy. Let's go like ooh, ooh, hey, hey, turn up. Ooh, ooh, hey, hey, turn up. Ooh, ooh, hey, hey, turn up. Ooh, ooh, nothing makes I got another hit. Can't whip like me, can't really rock like me, can't sexy walk like me, can't hit the corner like me. Hey, bitch can't drop like me, can't hit the folks like me, can't name like me, can't deal shuffle like me. Like, no, bitch can't do it like me. Bitch can't do it like me. No, 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 bitch can't do it like me. Put your right leg up, left leg up, sit down like you're sitting on the stairs. Look to the left, look to the right, look back, get a booty and stand. Now twerk, twerk, now twerk, now twerk, now twerk, twerk, now twerk, twerk. I can take myself when I step up on the scene, and all these haters jock it, cause they know my swag be mean. I can do it by myself or I can do it with my team, but when I'm with my brothers, we just hit that dream team. Now drink, team, drink, team, drink, team. I'm like, what these haters mean? Drink, team, drink, team, drink, team. I'm like, what these haters mean? I never tap the right, never tap the left. Swing on all 3 times. Hey, do your dance, switch to the other side. Hey, bunny hop to the right, bunny hop to the left. Pull to the right 2 times. Hey, look to the left, put in your chest. Now go break it down. Hey, go break it down. Hey, go break it down. Hey, go break it down. I say go break it down. Hey, go break it down. Hey, go break it down. Hey, go break it down. I say go break it down. I've been flexing since a youngin'. I keep money in my pocket. I've been all around the world. Seen them hate, they need to stop it. Hey, really rock my dance. I just put it in the coffin, but I don't like the sport. You can watch me hit the dolphin. Hey, ooh, ooh, hey, hey, turn up. 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 Okay, squad.
Home, I would scan the radio for some good music.
Mom, where's the Michael Jackson advertisement I heard advertised on the radio yesterday.
Sorry, Alex. Michael Jackson is a black man. Therefore, he cannot be on the radio and be loved by millions.
We deserve more than 28 or 29 days of positive recognition. Black people are important. Black lives matter.
Yes, son. I wish the whole world would know. We've been through it all. The beatings, the killings, yet we are still progressing.
Oh yeah, shake body. Oh yeah, move body. Make you bring along. Oh yeah, shake body. The music they feel me now. I get the money and they feel me now. I get it to me anyhow. I don't get the money, they wanna get out. They want to move around. Cause I'm talking, I'm preaching, I'm handsome. They want to know where I come from. And they want to something cause it's wrong. For the blessings of love and the seed of the make me shout hallelujah. I say for the blessings of love and the seed of the make me shout hallelujah. They won't keep around some cause I'm walking and preaching I'm handsome. They won't keep around some cause I'm walking and preaching I'm handsome. Oh yeah, shake body. Oh yeah, move body. Make you bring along. Oh yeah, shake body.
Mr. Shelvin. I am the director, producer, / writer of this program that we have shown you. Your parents can hear you. Your parents can hear you. Your parents can hear you. I need to open up the curtain. Give them a round of applause. Okay. We've been working on this for about 2 months. And there was a lot of bumps. I've yelled so much in the last 2 months that I'm really without oxygen right now. But enough about me. These kids withstood people quitting. We lost three important people today, this morning. They weren't here. We had to sub in some other extra people. And they know I've been on them real hard. But as you all saw this performance, they did a wonderful job. Give them a round of applause again. Real quick about why I wrote this storyline. Last year, we did a timeline from kings and queens in Africa all the way to President Obama. And my 16 years of teaching, that's usually the format I do. I always do that same timeline, taking us from kings and queens, slavery, Harlem Renaissance, civil rights, black power, hip-hop, to all the way to President Obama. But not only is Ms. Gaines here, she was my other writer, but she's not here. Ms. O, please stand up. Ms. O, real quick, I want to give Ms. O a shout out. Ms. O was the choreographer. She helped choreograph the girls in our ASA program. They did a wonderful job. But I didn't want to do the same mundane format. So I came with something different, which was, what would America be without blacks? How would it be without blacks? And we did everything going up to that point, and then we did what is called by writers a flashback. And what it flashed back to is how we got here to America. I didn't want to end on that kind of a note, but it's reality. We got here, we were all fine in Africa, having a good time, and we were brought here. So not to hide it or put it underneath the rug is the truth. So it brings the understanding that we are important, our contributions we've done here in America are important, and they need to be celebrated. I want to give a big shout out to our principal, Mr. Graham in the back, for allowing me and my kids to do this. I have some other extra teachers who were here to help. Mr. Miller, thanks for just coming in. I think he even left out. But I just, again, want to appreciate my students. Y'all did a wonderful job. I don't know if y'all felt that, but y'all did a great job the second time. And as you can see, I don't have an entire group of all African Americans. I have my student, Sean, who played Michael Jackson. I have Julie and his sister V, who are my readers of Asian descent. And I have, of course, my children that are from the motherland, African students, who not necessarily are African American, but are African American. So definitely give them a shout out for that. But we wanted to be, because African American culture, African American ways of life is everywhere. And they didn't have a problem with being a part of it, and I appreciate them doing so. Again, thank you all for coming. We'll have another program next year, and hopefully it'll be bigger and better. Thank you all, parents.